Hello, you're watching Revsportz. I'm Revsportz, and in this video, we'll be doing a review of CSK's another disappointing and underwhelming campaign. How the mighty have fallen. Between 2008 to 2023, only twice CSK missed the playoffs. But if you look at the last three seasons, thrice they have missed on three consecutive occasions on three attempts. They have missed out on playoffs, with the latest coming in the ongoing 2026 season. But why is it happening? What are the reasons? What is the reason behind CSK not doing well in this particular season? So, three reasons on which we will elaborate going further in this video. First, the injuries, then the inconsistency, and third, the tactical misses. Obviously, the fourth point will be around the capped players failing to live up to the expectations of the franchisee and the fans. First, we'll start with the injuries. If you look at the start of the season, even before the start of the season, CSK were hit with the news that Nathan Ellis will not join the squad because he picked up an injury which ruled him out of the tournament. Then MS Dhoni got injured, and it was said that he will recover in 2 weeks' time because he was out with a calf injury. And at the same time, Deval Brevis also got ruled out for 3 matches. So three first choice players before the start of the season, they got injured. As a result, CSK lost three back-to-back matches. Their start wasn't good, and they ended the tournament in a similar fashion. Three losses to end the tournament. In between, they won 6 matches, got to 12 points. They had a chance to qualify for the playoffs as well, but injuries kept on hitting CSK cam at regular intervals at key junctures of the tournament, and that's what resulted in CSK not qualifying. After those three injuries, Ayush Matre, when he was there, he was the highest run scorer for the team when Ruturaj Gaikwad and Sanju Samson were continuously failing to give starts to their team. Then Ayush Matre was the bright spot at number 3 for CSK, but he also got injured. And then after Ramakrishna Ghosh, Jamie Overton, losing Jamie Overton's services at a very crucial juncture where CSK had the momentum, but and they could have qualified from that position if Jamie Overton would have been there. Losing out on Jamie Overton was a big miss, given that the form in which he was in, second highest wicket taker. He ended the season as the second highest wicket taker after Anshul Kamboj. With the bat, he was making the contributions. He was a safe fielder in the field as well. So injuries kept hitting CSK at regular intervals. Well, starting with Nathan Ellis to MS Dhoni to Deval Brevis, then Ayush Matre, Ramakrishna Ghosh, then Jamie Overton also got injured. Khalil Ahmed, the new ball weapon for CSK, he also got injured. So continuous injury derailed CSK campaign, and whenever they were winning, whenever they had a small winning momentum going for them, an injury hit their camp, and then again it was going back to the drawing board, rework their strategy, rework the playing combination. It is never easy in a highly competitive 10 team tournament where your first choice players, all these maximum, apart from Ramakrishna Ghosh, Ayush Matre, Khalil Ahmed, Jamie Overton, Nathan Ellis was, if he would have been available, he would have been a first choice player for CSK in the first playing 11, playing 12. So injuries to key players didn't help their cause. Then came the inconsistency factor. Obviously, Sanju Samson had a great season, 400 plus. But if you look at the runs that he has scored, 2 centuries came against those opposition, even the 80 odd against Delhi Capitals. These three knocks came against only two oppositions, Delhi Capitals and Mumbai Indians. Both teams are at the bottom if you look at the points table. So again poor teams, he performed against quality teams like RCB, Rajasthan Royals, Sunrise Hyderabad. He couldn't perform, and the biggest problem was at the top where Ruturaj Gaikwad failed to perform, failed to lead his team by an example with the bat. He failed to fire Sanju Samson and Ruturaj Gaikwad. The opening combination, the new look opening combination for CSK didn't work. In the 13 innings they batted together, they only forged 50-run partnership only once, and that was one of the major reasons why CSK struggled in the season to find the consistency, to find the winning momentum, because the established players, the key players, were not able to give the stats that the team needed on tricky, which is where there was some assistance for the bowlers. Sanju Samson and Ruturaj Gaikwad got exposed. The capped Indian players didn't do well. Even you look at Shivam Dube, he couldn't really fulfill the role of the finisher like the way he should have done. He dropped catches as well. You remember the Virat Kohli drop at mid on. There were a lot of fielding lapses. Abhishek Sharma's dropped catch in the SRH game. Again, Shivam Dube was the Spencer Johnson dropping Heinrich Klaasen in the last game, CSK's last game at home, was another major point. So CSK had a lot of fielding lapses as well. Inconsistency was there in players' performance. Players losing form at key at crucial junctures was another, whether it was another point behind their disappointing campaign. Whether it was Anshul Kamboj or Noor Ahmed, they in the last 2-3 games they looked like the pale shadow of themselves. And even the Sanju Samson again couldn't perform when it was needed in the last few games, which was important, which were must win for CSK. Whether it's Sanju Samson, Ruturaj Gaikwad again failing to lead by an example, the pressure of captaincy, burdening the batter in in Ruturaj Gaikwad was clearly visible. So a lot didn't go in CSK's way, and obviously the tactical misses, not playing Akil Hussain at the start, and Matthew Shot opportunities, even though there were already signs of him using Matthew Shot at number four, a top order player. Using him at number four was not going to be a wise call, and not using Akil Hussain was, right from the start, was a big miss, a blunder, you can say. Not playing him against SRH in Hyderabad, not playing him against Gujarat Titans even in the last game was another big miss. So tactical miscalls, even the use of impact players. CSK could never, figure out how to use the impact player fully to the potential, the players that they had. So again, a lot of tactical misses as well, and that's where, still Ruturaj Gaikwad is still finding his feet as a captain in the IPL. But Stephen Fleming has been there since forever, so he has to take the onus. He has to take the responsibility. Obviously, injuries didn't help, but there were a lot of tactical misses as well, which could have been done in a better way. So yeah, these were the key reasons why CSK failed to qualify this season. But there were some positives as well. Whether it's Jamie Overton last season, the same bowler. A lot of fans said that release him, but CSK kept faith in him, and he proved his worth in this season. Jamie Overton was the standout performer. Then Akil Hussain also looked really good in whatever matches he played. Out of the 6-7 matches he played, maximum CSK won. And Karthik Sharma, obviously the uncapped wicketkeeper batter, another find of the season, because there was a lot of faith in him shown by the CSK management. A heavy price tag was there, but he came good in the last 6-7 matches, and that is a good sign for CSK going forward, because they have invested in youth, and next year they would be hoping that the faith that they have shown in some of the players, the younger players, they repay the faith. And CSK are still a team in transition, and transition is never easy. Whether you talk about a test team after Virat Kohli, Mumbai Indians after Rohit Sharma's tenure as captain, so transition takes time. The Indian Test team is struggling. Mumbai Indians are struggling. They last won their trophy in 2020, and post that they haven't won a single trophy yet. CSK are also in a transition phase, but they have to navigate their way through this phase so that the results come there, because ultimately it's a result only oriented game. And CSK would be hoping that they bounce back stronger next season, because this is how this franchisee has been known for. This franchisee has a rich legacy. The fans, the fan base, and the history of this franchisee. CSK fans would be hoping that they perform better next season. And you also let us know what has been your assessment of CSK's campaign this year, and we'll be back with more such videos. So stay tuned to Revsportz for more. Thank you.